What happens if or when an asteroid hits Earth? Cheery, I know. As we know, about 66 million years ago, that happened and wiped out 75% of all life on Earth. So, can it happen again? And if it does, do we stand a shot? Well, if you believe Hollywood, yes. Yes, we do. Because you just get a Bruce Willis or a Taya Leone onto the job. But failing that, what could we really do if or when an asteroid hits? Well, actually, let's clear something up first. An asteroid is a piece of rocky space debris that remains in space. It's called a meteorite when it survives entry into our atmosphere and hits Earth. Right, so what happens if one does hit? Well, firstly, it's pretty unlikely. A threat-worthy asteroid hits our planet about once every 500,000 years. But if it does, one of the biggest threats to us isn't the impact itself, but the wind caused by it. Check this out. This is a meteor over Russia in 2013, the largest one seen on Earth in 100 years. It's over a place called Chelyabinsk, and nearly 1,500 people were injured. And this meteorite did not even hit the Earth. It disintegrated mid-air. But the shockwave from this destroyed heaps of buildings and injured all those people. Now, that meteor wasn't that big. It was about 20 metres wide, 60 feet. A meteor that's just 3 times as big has enough energy and force to flatten a city as big as Paris. Merde! The other thing you're going to want to look out for if a meteorite hits is the thermal radiation. That can cause widespread, insanely devastating fires. But what if it lands in the ocean? Well, it's definitely preferable, but if the meteor's big enough, the impact could cause catastrophic tsunamis. Wonderful. Scientists say the really dangerous part of an event like this would be the long-term damage, especially to crops and livestock. Dust, debris, soot from the fires, that could all block out the sun, which would then cause a so-called impact winter, which is obviously terrible news for anyone who calls Earth home. But the good news is we should get the heads up if that will happen. NASA and scientists around the world track all these big asteroids. They can predict, often years out, when one might hit. And there are a couple on their way right now to visit us. This is asteroid 99942, also known as apophis. It is big. At 370 metres, which is more than 1,200 feet, it's bigger than 3 football fields. If that hit, it would be bad news. On Friday the 13th of April 2029, yep, really Friday the 13th, it's going to skim past Earth. It will be just 32,000 kilometres, or about 20,000 miles, from us. While that's a safe distance, it's going to come between Earth and our moon. That's wild. We'll be able to see it with our naked eyes in Australia. But scientists say we're safe from apophis hitting us for at least 100 years. Sorry, grandkids. Let's just hope that before then we can figure out a way to knock the asteroid off course. Or